Welcome back, you guys, to the Freestyle Grand Slam Chess Tour of 2025, where Magnus Carlsen, as you know, is not having great time with his queen on the chessboard. And the totally reason behind it is because we considered Fabiano versus Magnus game yesterday, where Fabiano played a tactic against his queen, which gave the bad position to Magnus Carlsen, and now Vladimir Fedoseev did the same to Magnus Carlsen, and there is some bad curse of queen that is happening on Magnus Carlsen in this Grand Slam chess tour, and we are going to look at what is that curse and what is happening to Magnus Carlsen. So, as you can see on the chessboard, these pieces are not in a regular manner because this is chess 960 for those who are seeing this tournament for the first time. The back row pieces have been shifted to some different position. Same is done for both the parties, and now they have to get out of the theory and play this position. So Vladimir here plays c4, saying that this kind of push can never be bad. Opening my bishop, and I can even play something like this. I can develop very easily here. So Magnus says, "Okay, I'm going to push this pawn, opening up my queen. If you play something like this, you are going to hang your rook. So that is not going to happen. These both people are grandmasters. So now Fedoseev plays d4, saying, this kind I can develop this in the fashion of queen's pawn opening. What we do in queen's pawn opening now. Okay, this knight is not on a b where it is going to come on here. This bishop and definitely cannot come over here. So, okay, this is kind of stuff where okay you have to decide what is to be done with this bishop. But this kind of resembles like queen's pawn opening. That is what is said by Fedoseev. And now this knight develops. This knight develops. Both the parties are developing their knights. And Magnus first strikes in the center because he has a great, what we say, control over this. And now Fedoseev takes. He takes with the queen because there is no knight over here trying to attack this queen. And the reason why this knight has been developed here because you have to develop your pieces, right? And after this, Magnus tries to attack the center because he has just more pieces developed over here in the center. And now Fedoseev takes this, Magnus takes this, and now what you do in this position, you have a trap in this position which Fedoseev plays, which is b4. Now, what is the idea? Can't you just play this move? Okay, if you play this move, this is going to lose because now your queen is kind of trapped by this rook, and not a trap because you can move, or not here. You can move your queen anywhere you want, but then this rook will be hanging. And the only way to protect this rook is through this diagonal, where this square is covered by this pawn. This is an illegal move. This is an illegal move. And Magnus Carlsen would have been thrown out of this tournament if he plays such moves. So now what Magnus has to do is either he has to sacrifice this queen for this knight and this rook, or he has to just face the wrath of this bad position. So this is not what happened in this game. What happened in this game is after this move, Magnus take this pawn saying, yeah, what is this pawn doing? But he forgets that, okay, the basic goal for that pawn is to control this a5 square, which can be done by this bishop also. So this bishop is doing a great task right now. And this tactic, which I just showed you, maybe, or I don't know what happened, but Magnus Carlsen didn't got that tactic and he played this move. And now in this position, Fedoseev plays knight back to b2, which is a great move, attacking the queen. And now Magnus has to decide what to do, either to sacrifice his queen or to move his queen away and to face the very very bad position. So what here Magnus decides, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my queen for this rook and this knight, which is equivalent like queen is 9 point and this is 5 and 3, which is equivalent to 8. So I can face this because after this check, your bishop is going to come back. Your pieces are like stuck in the back now, and I can just do something, moving my bishop over here, like what it does in the game. And after this castle, I can even play something like this, trying to threat your bishop over here. But this is not just possible here because if you play something like this, he can just develop his bishop over here, and this rook is very well protecting this. So this is not going to happen. So what Magnus does is he plays e5, trying to attack this knight. And now queen tries to move away from all this trying to attack this bishop over here. And Magnus says, okay, you can take my bishop, but I'm going to attack this. But Fedoseev, just a solid grandmaster stuff, move his knight back. And now Magnus develops his knight over here. Fedoseev takes this because if you take back with this knight, I'm going to take back with my bishop, and that is what happened. This bishop is under attack, but this bishop now very well protects this pawn. And now Fedoseev is just going to trade it off and shows to Magnus Carlsen that I am a grandmaster too, and you cannot win this position being down a queen. So now what happens is Magnus tries to play here, saying, yeah, you have to find a only move here. And if you play something random here and my rooks are going to come here, and this is very bad thing going to happen to your king over here. And Fedoseev, being a grandmaster, he finds out the best move, which you have to find out, and that is either b2 or a3, trying to cover this square. Now, why is the square important? Because this rook, whole idea is to come over here, and you can just do that stuff over here. And now, what happened in this game is he just moves, let's say, moves this rook to over here. So what is the idea? Okay, if he tries to play something like this, yeah, queen takes c1, you have to take it, you have to take it, and this is just winning for Magnus Carlsen over here. So this is not what happened in this game. After this move, Magnus didn't found anything, so he took this and took this. And after this push, Fedoseev says, Ki, I'm going to push my f3 pawn. There is not going to happen anything like a back rank checkmate over here. I'm not that stupid. So now look at this. Magnus, with these three pieces, is very well known to create a fortresses, but can he create the fortress now? And these pawns have been developed by Fedoseev. He's going to move his king upward, uh, surely in some span of a time. The rook is trying to develop itself, but now this rook is under attack, his pawn is under attack. You have to move your rook back. He moves his rook back, king moves here, and he's trying to centralize his king somewhere. And this knight comes over here, this queen comes over here, not trying to attack this, but yeah, some kind of threat over here like this. Now rook attacks the queen, queen gives a check, king moves over up, and again a check over here, king moves down, and just and h5 here and just says ki this game is over, you cannot do anything. And in this position, Magnus Carlsen's resign. Magnus Carlsen, not Carlsens. He's only one person, okay? He's not a plural. So why did he resign in this position? Because you have nothing. You cannot do anything. Like suppose if you take this, he's going to take this, and this is a threat. So what are you going to do? You are going to push like this. And suppose you try to say, "Oh, discovery," but yeah, just check. You have to move, and now this is just going to be bad. This is not going to happen. Magnus is a very gentleman, and he knows that if he is losing, he's going to accept that. So that is the reason why. And also there is again a threat if you don't do anything like play something random move. This is again a threat of mate in one. So yeah, this is what is the threat, and that's the reason why Magnus Carlsen resigned in this position. And I hope the curse of Magnus against what is the curse of Queen, he gets resolved by that Queen curse, and we see our goat again back into the action. Of course, the goat is again back into the action. This happened like on the day 2 of this series, and today's day 4 or day 5 something. And yeah, Magnus is again into the action. But yeah, this is what I have to show to you because this is what is trending on Google Trends, and I have to make a video on it. And that is the reason why I made this video, just to update you what is happening. Up till the next video. Love you. Take care.